story about a kid who was walking and he fell through the catwalks, and they never found him. All because he didn't study for his citizenship exam. But I don't think that's true.
That's how it feels to be in the vanguard. Just waiting around for orders.
Looking for a drink? Don't serve anything fancy, so if you're about to ask for wine spritzer... More of these things? Fine. Give him here. Oh, yeah? Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to help her out. And harm my... Sorry, but enough, all right. It's not...
I remember watching shiny new mechs rolling on the ship from the port.
Looking for a drink? More of these things? Fine. Oh, yeah? And Zineda's grat... Look. Suppose... I guess I could. Yeah. Okay, I'll put up the damn... Ah, yes.
A reputation already?
Slow news. There are very few.
Just makes the ones that...
It is what it is. I serve drink.
Oh...
We serve drinks here. Here's a list of ours.
There's...
Oh, that's... Here, let me fix that.
Oh, right. Here you go, Captain.
The service I provided. I think... That's true. You don't know what... It's nothing for an off-worlder like you to... Thanks for your patronage. Sending... We'll be sure to leave a glowing review for your establishment. Wait. So let me get this straight. All right, I'm no lawyer, but seems like a bad move. Also...
If it's about creds, you might earn a lot of brownie points with the locals if you...
As long as I'm still alive to spend it. But fine. Sure do. I came into some places where selling for nothing. Every person... I got this place for a wink and a nod. Bunch of corporate marionettes moving in. They think we're just a bunch of cheap factories and dumb labor that'll leap at whatever scraps. We've got exactly zero need of Lucky you. I've got... You've seen all the neckties and power suits one. And while I like a bunch of stuck-up new Atlantean MBAs defiling my... They've got the credits. So sooner or later... There's this ship whose crew had to ditch mid-flight. I presume it's some kind of luxury liner because it's... I want you to go to the ship, find the... Anything else on the ship is yours to keep. Plus... My contact's reliable. My rumor was light on details. Not going to find the sort of... Exactly what I was... You'll find the ship doing laps. And be careful. I'm not...
They said Art might come in here was gonna bring jobs. Then they automate half their damn factory. Ingrates.
Come on, you need someone to carry all your joy, right?
Do you have a ship?
I don't suppose you're here to tell me I've won it.
Sorry, Doctor. Not today. We came to Gagarin to investigate Irvin.
Irvin, yeah. Biologist. Then find the history slate. An ancient.
Please. Irvin was once one of your colleagues. He was the one Hephaestus blamed for an ecological disaster.
No, It's been 20 years.
Look, I know this is strange. We show up out of the blue, and that means we're the only ones who can clear.
That may be what it's about.
I get it. There's a lot to be cynical about, but that's exactly what they want. But if you testify in court, you...
Testify? The trial is over. The verdict... Because I tried before, and they said, if I ever left Gagarin... I left my wife to put... Ellie Yankton. I cannot... I think... No. Yeah, been a thorn in my side, back and foot. You got the point. Hephaestus... Yeah. Nothing more pathetic than... Here's my thought. The case you have is the same as before, and I don't want to get... So no.
Okay, we get it. You don't have to testify. Any information you can give her. Records, proofs.
Fine. I can do... Miss Yankton can even call them as...
Come on, Cap. Let me help with something.
Looking for a drink? Don't serve. More of these things? Fine. Oh, yeah? I hear you. Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Okay, I'll put up the damn posters. Ah, yes.
A reputation already?
Slow news. I serve drink.
We were told...
We serve drinks here. Here's a list of our specials. Oh, that's... Here, let me fix that.
Oh, right. Of course. Here you go, Captain.
The service I provide? That's what I... I'm glad you understand. I'm still... You're starting to make... All right, all right. Sending the coordinates now. Wait, so let me get this straight. All right, I'm no lawyer, but seems like a bad move. Also,
If it's about creds, you might earn a lot of brownie points with the locals if you help.
as long as I'm still alive to spend it, but fine. Sure do. Places where I got this place for a... Bunch of corporate marionettes move. They think we're just a bunch of cheap factories and dumb labor that don't... We've got exactly zero need of... Lucky you. You've seen all the... And while I like a bunch, they've got the credits. There's this ship whose crew had... I want you to go to the... Anything else on the ship is yours to... My contact's reliable. My rumor... Not going to... Exactly what I was... You'll find the ship and be careful. Anything on that ship other than the booze? Bottoms up. Don't cook yourself out there.
I don't suppose you're here to...
Sorry, Doctor. Not today. We came to Gagarin to invest...
Irvin, yeah. Then find the history slate.
Please. Irvin, he was the one Hephaestus blamed for an
No. He passed on. That's a kick.
Look, I know this is strange. We show up out of the blue, and that means we're the only ones who...
And what of it? Well, you'd be wrong.
Only if you let them. You're a sign.
Testify. The trial is over. Ellie, I can't. I cannot do. Yeah, been a thorn in my side, back. Huh, that may... Fine, you've convinced me. Because when he disappeared, Hephaestus didn't need to say a word. That's when...
Dr. Hawkson, it wasn't Hephaestus that took her. Irvin was just in the wrong place at the wrong...
Then I am sorry for your loss. And maybe, wherever Irvin is, you'll be...
Thank you, Doc.
Yeah, don't get all mushy.
whole planet smells weird. Like chemicals and smoke.
Okay, you two, lay it on me.
Well, we've got good news and...
Okay. What do we look like? Then we better hope that our other evidence... Interesting. Clint's an institution here. Well, you two have done...
What do you think, Ellie?
You've done a pretty decent job gathering...
So what's the verdict? In this case,
I am cautiously...
optimism is good.
We'll likely be able to clear Irvin's name and charge Hephaestus with a number of crimes. The only challenge I see is getting all of that and... All in all, though, really outstanding work. And I've got to imagine that wherever Irvin...
Agreed, Ellie. And thanks. We should probably get out of Ellie's way and let her do her thing. We can talk more in private. Wow, we actually did it! I feel like... But it's actually true. I feel like I'm... It's a substance that is literally lighter. Habitable planets tend to range from 1 to 2 milligrams per cube. I feel like I'm currently hovering in that territory. You're right. But I'm confident Ellie's... If nothing else, the court of public opinion is going to side with Irvin. If we lose... I hope so. It's always a tug-of-war between the world. There's more of us than there are of them. Ellie would know better than I, but I doubt it'll be anytime soon. It's a special kind of adhesive that makes you stick to... Yeah, I don't know if they've ever done studies on emotional weight, and not one of the smaller ones either. But if I can be serious for a moment, that makes 2 of us. 3 if you count Harvey, and who wouldn't? In fact, Harvey's got a little... According to this slate I found, turns out that our spiky... I doubt it. Harvey's a wanderer. We've been through a lot, Hap. I had forgotten what it was like to work. On top of everything else we've done together and with... Investigating Irvin's case with you is... I've come to realize that some events, some people... Is it? I suppose I should just keep going and get it... We own to be who we are and experience the range of emotions. And the definition of that changes if one is fortunate. You might even notice events. I know I certainly am. I've explored many worlds, and I've worked with but you have changed. I don't want to look back years from now and wonder what if. Here we are, the most fortunate people in the galaxy. For you. Hey, you might want this.
Landing silence. Let's sit it down.
Some battlefields like this erode and recover quickly. Others are sealed in a vacuum forever.
Customer, supplier, merc, regardless, you want jail.
Couldn't have safer mix. The technology could have been... It was horrific.
You knew? Then you're looking for Jen. Sorry, trying to wrap this up.
Hey! New model on the floor. Welcome to the one-of-a-kind. Refuge and rest home for the hardest scrappers anywhere. So formal. The pleasure's all mine. You can call me Chet. Can I get you started on a tab, then? Or you here to try and make your fortune in the fields? I'm happy. It's kind of an inside joke. Other than the fact that we're the only place out here, the mechs we harvest, their unit was deployed to break the deadlock on this world during the Colony War. Almost succeeded, too, but as you can... Left us plenty of scrap to build with, though, so we thought it'd be funny to dedicate. So they were pretty widely considered the best damn mech. Their leader? Major Paxton Hull. They say he was some kind of tactical genius. Whole damn war. But all that changed here on Nera. The fighting was brutal, apparently. Between the aliens and the UC defenses. Most of the... They say Hull snapped. That he couldn't handle the loss of so many. When the ceasefire order finally came, he ignored it. Said he was too close to victory. Didn't want his people's lives to be sacrificed for nothing. So they court-martialed Hull and the other survivors of the first. No better selection. advisor? No bot around. Oh, unless you mean Cap. At least that's what we've all been calling him. No clue what his actual designation is. But he's a combat bot, right? Yeah, that machine's been out there a while now, hunting this one, his white. But it's been a while since anyone's laid eyes on Captain Ahab, though. Maybe he finally got the thing. Moby Dick? Old art story about one Captain Ahab chasing. We all thought the name was a good fit since our bot friend was so quality slate too. Think I got a nasty kind of alien left behind after the Colony War. Original ones brought to Nera were all, but they left behind more than enough untrained. Little slow on the uptake, huh? So, sounds like you can wander around out there, hunting your bot, little old white whale. But knowing this rock is part of what we do here. So if you want to find him a hole, going rate's a little steep. I'm listening. Yeah. I think... Okay. Pleasure doing business with you. So, last anyone heard of him, he was out near the Syracuse, shipwreck about a quarter click down the main strip. One of my roughnecks said he heard some kind of beacon. Just keep your eyes open, too. Sirens and ecliptic out there, and neither. Oh, and corpse retrieval is not included in this. Give Ahab a...
You hear? Careful in the field, short-termer. Plenty of bodies out there that didn't come with the war.
Nice. Scanned data can be fairly valuable.
was a smuggler right now, I would pick a spot just like this to hide the good stuff. Sad to see machines of violence constructed into nothing. Surprise! No guns! Right in the leg! Come on! I'm so ready for this. Are you? All yours. That now, after all these years, this uncrewed, nearly destroyed ship is still dangerous.
Eliminated. Password. Required. Voice. Controls. Unlocked. Attempting to resume. Attempting to... Error. Power level insufficient. Battery required. Type microcell. Inquire at salvage yard. Battery operational power levels restored. Analyzing. Residual damage detected. Impact shielding. Visual systems. Damage within acceptable limits. Thank you for your aid. I must Major Sanon. Although previous attempts at additional support may allow me to complete my active, allowing me to leave. My mission is the disarmament of Unit XW-99. 99 has proven a far more formidable...
Kaiser, I think you're on the fritz. You're not...
I am suggesting precisely that. I have thus far been... During the Colony War, handling of units, deploy Unit 99. Defend Unit 99 against... When I was separated from the Xeno Warfare team with the Armistice, so I am here to correct my mistake. Correct. Unit 99 is a siren. An execution of said specimens. Species designation, Secusa lantanus. Technically, yes. If Unit 99 were to be subdued, this would prevent Unit 99 from ever being used as a weapon again. However, it is my personal assessment. I suggest you meet our foe before rendering.
Oh, weird. I was just thinking. Well, never mind. Hey. Ecliptic scrounging for mech parts in this heat is not what I wanted to see today. Want to find people? Look for the pile of junk. Never fails.
I am detecting Unit 99. But there is a complication. Unit 99 is on the other side of that. Sensors suggest a mercenary company like Ecliptic would only want Unit 99. Standard procedure would be a frontal assault on the outpost. If these mercenaries were able to decipher a method to access you, this must be prevented at all.
Sure, just don't get...
Elimination is the sounder course of action, but based on my scans, what you are describing is feasible. If you were to eliminate Ecliptic forces, or could manage to seal Unit 99's restraints without being detected, I could move in and disarm the creature's control interface. Such an approach would require no small bit of guile or stealth, neither of which are within my operational capacity. You would have to do it alone.
Ecliptic isn't going to back down.
Moving out.
Got my undivided attention.
Search protocols triggered. Beginning the scan. Enough. Let's see if this thing still fights. It's a weapon. Systems are damaged. Orphan's service is now complete. Mine, however, continues. Our work here is finished. Now, a plague. You are docked at one of a kind.
scanned that too.
Generator ready for liftoff.
Engines ready. Good work, Captain.
Orbital pattern locked in.
We have arrived. I will meet you inside the facility.
Dusty. Dust, of course. Hey, be careful out there.
I can't believe it.
Major Sanan, Dr. Walker.
You're in better shape than I expected, Kaiser. Shouldn't take us long to get you back up to full fighting capacity.
This is good to hear. I was told there was a new threat on the horizon. I wish to learn more.
Percival will give you the full story.
Plus, get you dressed for the occasion.
Occasion? Where are we going?
Londinian.
Londinium. Doctor, I will require additional armaments.
That's the plan. Come on.
Captain, you're with me. Time to walk you through what we came up with.
So the problem we're up against is vast. Terramorphs, they can be anywhere. Meaning us finding and disposing of them ourselves isn't an option. But what if we could let something else do the work for us? Come on, I'll walk you through what we're thinking.
You remember that creature we talked about before you went to Nira? The thing that eats... Apparently, they were bloodhounds for But when the UC ran low on synthetic foods during the Colony War...
We thought they were harvested to extinction. But in the data, the research team found the location of a... As you can see, what we're proposing is bringing them back. We'd breed populations of them, distribute them to human worlds, and then let nature take its course. Using a method that thousands of years of adaptation have already perfected. We could speed up their breeding process using, well, using some of the same. We even think that with some time and investigation, we could use the Asili's hunt, find out how humanity spread them, and put in... All our data suggests Asilis. They're impressive hunters. The few tests, they're also shockingly adaptable. The data suggests they're able to thrive just about anywhere, and we plan, which is important, because we did some cross-referencing in the Terramorph data. On worlds where this suggests that however it is Terramorphs are getting onto our worlds, Asilis are... If you pick a fight with one, or you're a Terramorph, sure. But Asilis were already spread across the galaxy as livestock. I suppose that's a fair comparison. Now, there is another option for removing the Terramorphs from our worlds. It's faster, maybe even more efficient. A microbe. Something we could aerosolize, let spread, and have it clean up anything with Terramorph DNA for us. Which, it'd still take time to build, test, and distribute, but no other method could hold a candle to.
Well, that's still not 100%. But there's no sense in hammering down those sorts of details before we've made... Percival assures me that they're minimal. He'll be able to encode safeguards against mutation in the agent's genetics, so that... But the microscopic world has a tendency to behave in ways you can't always predict. Well, so both plans are going to take major investments in time and resources.
Terramorph cell lines we can breed quickly and consistently to test on. Asili's gene samples we can... or sharpen our microbes tracking skill. Not the sort of things any
but we think we found a lead. One place in the known galaxy where we know all paths lead to Londinium. It was the central hub for Asili's processing during... But, and this part's exciting, the Terramorph data suggests Asilis were first found there. Meaning, there's a very good chance their prey, the Terramorphs, came which would also explain why no one ever suspected that planet as the Terramorph source world. The Aseles were... Additionally, it explains why once the Aseles were gone, Londinian could very well be where the Terramorph saga began. It's certainly not encouraged, but the UC's given their... It's dangerous, yes. But Kaiser, Percival, and I, we've trained for this. And the last thing I want right now is for the UC to stick us with some... Captain, you're the reason we're all here right now. You're... I think this is the end. Now, the UC has a small operating base on Londinian's outskirts. We're cleared for access, but we'll need to check in with the base commander, Sarah Hatoum, when we touch down. I'm gonna help Percival and Kaiser prep, but once that's done, we'll rendezvous.
But you need to know, Londinian?
They'll have anti-Xeno gear for us at the base, but I'd make sure you've got your
I want to hear one of my stories? Or do you have one to tell me? Ah, my friend. Dish. Go ahead, we have... Till next time, universe permitting.
Excuse me.
Pardon.
Yes?
I don't know if I can work in a place like this. I appreciate the research, but yikes.
Military-grade hardware at the everything up to...
Glad to see some good research being done. But I can't say I'm less worried.
Hey.
We will rendezvous at Londinium.
They'll have gear there, but if I were you, I'd bring something with some stopping power. Just in case.
We don't. UC Brass wanted us focusing on weaponizing, but there have been plenty that they release microscopic eggs that are drawn to the heat of the ships, that their nymphs are... Hell, one PhD candidate suggested their long gestation was them storing up to make grav jumps, all by themselves. And while I'd love to believe that's impossible, we've got to... Luckily, both Microbe or Aseles should be able to help us get a handle.
Since the outbreak, Londinian, the UC maintains a presence there, keeps an eye on things, and there are still a couple species that have been able to survive alongside the morphs. But the city itself grew fast, but it was short-lived. The place was only founded. A wartime boomtown wiped off the map before it could really even...
Well, neither option is without risk, but it's going to take coordination inside the UC and out. My father.
Kaiser looks like he's been to hell and back. Fitting for an old devil.
Hello.
Andy, hey, what can I do for you? Okay, no problem.